Which of these two items do you think is worth more? I have a PSA grade 9 Messi card, or I have this camera lens from Canon. So let's take a look at this. So this is obviously one done for long form photography, like if you're going to take pictures from, a distance, if maybe animals, something far. Okay, this lens is brand new, is worth about $600 to $700, somewhere in that range. So obviously this is not cheap, it's very expensive. Yeah, so this is my lens. Now here's why it's interesting. This Messi card, this is a 9, is probably worth maybe about $120, give or take. If it was a 10, it'd be worth obviously significantly more. When I say a 10, I mean a PSA. So PSA is a grading company. They look at a card and will give you a grade based on the condition of the card's corners, different factors they look at. So when cards are a grade 10 or higher, they're worth a significantly amount of money that is more than if they are a 9. So, okay, so let's say this card's $100. Okay, well, why is that important for this video? Because I'm going to talk about the difference between something increasing in value and something decreasing. Let me show you again. So this camera lens, let's say, was $700 brand new, somewhere around that range, okay? If I wanted to sell this today to somebody, what do you think I could sell it for? Maybe $400, maybe $500. I'm definitely not getting the $700 that I paid for it, right? The only way this is going to go up in value is somehow if there's a shortage of these and there's a spike increase, kind of like what happened with COVID, where there was shortages of certain products. But that is very likely not going to happen with this particular product, where it's going to just shoot up through the roof. Now, maybe it will, but for the context of this video, let's just say no, it's not. So why then am I showing you a card of a football player, Messi? When Messi retires, let's say Messi retires in 4 years. Let's just assume in 4 years he retires. How much more valuable do you think this card will become? This card might become maybe worth $400 or $500. I'm not sure. But cards typically go up quite a bit, especially from star players when they retire. You can see ranges, give or take. I did some research online and it said something between 10 to 30%. So, okay. So buying something like a card generally will retain its value down the road. Investing in things like camera equipment, it's not even an investment. It's something you buy that if you're going to use for something, but from the context of investing in it to resell it, unless it's something really rare, it's not going to go up in value. So if you're going to get into business, learn to buy things that are going to go up. I like cards because to me they're fun. I enjoy, learning about the players. And when you kind of learn the business side of it, it's quite interesting. You want to buy cards of your favorite players during the off season when they're not playing. Now, if your favorite team is in the playoffs or in the championship or progressing in whatever that sport is, if they're, getting close to the top, that's probably the best time to sell because the card is going to have its highest value during this time. So there's all sorts of ways around it, but the purpose of today's video was to show you the difference between something that increases in value versus something that will generally always decrease in value. Wealthy people buy things that increase in value. You buying your car is not going to increase in value over time. It's only going to go down. Me buying certain rare cards has the ability more than likely to increase. Buying something like gold is probably always going to increase in value. There's always going to be a market for gold being valuable as long as mankind is using it as a means to estimate value on things in this world. So look into those things, look into card trading, let me know what you think. See you all soon.